Hey everyone, Siren here with the Frag Dolls, and I am sitting down with Leslie, who is the producer for Assassin's Creed Unity here at PAX 2014. I just want to know a little bit about your role with the game. How long have you been with the Assassin's Creed Unity team?
So I'm a producer in the Toronto team, so we are one of the co-production partners with Montreal, who's the lead team. I've been on the project now for about a year and a half.
Can you tell me a little bit about what is an average day for you at work? When you come into the office, I know it could probably change day to day, but what is an average day for you?
As a producer, I'm primarily a project manager, but I'm essentially a firefighter for the most part. So, especially at this stage of the project, because we're towards the end where we're shipping. So now it's about going in, trying to figure out, okay, are we using the right strategy to get to our goals? Do we need to change our objectives? So it's really about evaluating, problem solving, working with my team, and making sure we're going the right way.
What is the one thing that stands out the most to you about this game?
The city. The city is it's beautiful. I mean, Paris is beautiful, and the fact that we've been able to rebuild pretty much Paris at a one-to-one scale. It's just fantastic being to walk around. And it's also a Paris that you wouldn't be able to visit today. You know, it's a Paris of the French Revolution. So just to discover what that world was back then, it's really incredible. And, you know, we've got all the monuments and all the landmarks. So it's recognizable, but then, you know, you have the starving Parisians, you have all the different factions fighting in the city, and it's a really immersive world, and it's a really impressive feat that we've been able to pull off.
So I know the game was pushed back a little bit. Can you tell us what the idea was behind that and why, from a marketing standpoint, do you think, or production standpoint, that was done?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are towards the end of the game. We're getting really, really close, but we knew that in order to get the quality that we really want, we could definitely benefit from just having a few more weeks to just do the final polish and to really tweak all those little things that are going to make the game really great. I'm
sitting down with Alex, who's the creative director on the game. How's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Fantastic. It's PAX. We are here. Have you ever been to PAX before?
I've been to PAX for Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Oh, okay. So now talking about Revelations, going into Assassin's Creed Unity, this is the 7th major installment for the Assassin's franchise. I just want to know first, what are the biggest changes in Unity compared to all of the games that we've seen in the past?
Unity is really a new beginning. It's the first completely next-generation iteration of the franchise. So we pretty much redid everything from the ground up. The 3 pillars, navigation, stealth, and combat, were completely redone. Even the game structure is different. It's more about carving your own path through the city rather than just following one linear story.
So talking about attack, I am a player that usually plays multiplayer a lot. So in this one, I know we're going to be introduced to co-op, which is going to be awesome. Can you explain to me why you guys decided not to add multiplayer in a PvP sense, and it's now just going to be co-op?
Yeah, I mean, it's again part of this new beginning for the franchise, right? I mean, if we go back 2 generations ago, it was mostly single-player games that were ahead in the charts. It was mostly a single-player. Consoles were mostly single-player experiences. Then, with the previous generation, we saw really the birth of the mainstream multiplayer games. Games like Call of Duty. Those games are really the top sellers. I think with this new generation of consoles, it's more about the social experience, so sharing your experience with other people, with your friends. So we felt that co-op was more in line with this philosophy. Plus, we have the Assassin's Brotherhood that we've introduced before in previous games. We felt that if we transformed this concept of the Brotherhood into a real Brotherhood with your friends, it would be cooler. You could actually play Assassin's Creed, the experience that everybody loves to play, but then be able to share it with your friends.
Is there going to be any customization for the Brotherhood and the people that you play with? Will you be able to customize your characters at all?
Well, I mean, everybody plays Arno, right? From everybody's perspective, there's only one protagonist, and the reason we did this was really because Arno is really what cements the whole experience together. Arno's progression is really the glue that gels the whole game together. So, however, each person's version of Arno is going to be different, and the way we set up the skill sets is to really allow for complementary skills. We feel that, if somebody focuses more on combat, then, you play with a friend that focuses more on stealth, for example, you're going to be stronger as a group because you can just complement each other.
So speaking about Arno, I know we don't know much about him yet, but can you just tell me what is your favorite thing about Arno in this?
He's a very brash character. I think he's very sharp and witty, and that translates not only to his humor, but also to even the way he fights. He's the type of character that will not flourish a lot. He will go right for the kill. He will zone in on the weakness and boom. Awesome.
So can you tell everybody that's watching this video right now, how and when can they get Assassin's Creed Unity?
It will be available November 11th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Perfect. So you guys make sure you go pre-order the game, get it. When you get it, we're going to be playing co-op and join my brotherhood.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the